Good morning from beautiful Thailand. Hope you're doing well. Let's talk a little bit today about cultivating compassion as the path to our own liberation. And in Tantric Buddhist practice, one of the highest meditations is communing with a deity. So it could be the Buddha, could be Jesus, whatever your deity of choice is. And when we do that, when we look at the image of a deity and try to bring in those divine qualities of compassion into ourselves, we bring in a tremendous power and flow into our own being, drawing down the magic of divine compassion into our own hearts. And this is extremely powerful because when we're seeking liberation only for our own personal freedom, it has a slightly empty quality to it, a slightly selfish quality to it that is really overcome by cultivating a genuine sense of compassion. And if we imagine divine beings as looking down on us, when we cultivate a connection with them, we're truly invoking the power of their compassionate awareness into our own hearts and minds. Now, a lot of people ask, if we're going to be compassionate, where does the warriorship come in? Where is the firmness? And I think it's a big challenge with our New Age mentality that being compassionate means always being soft and sweet. Being compassionate means being kind and being sweet as much as possible. But compassion can also manifest itself with a lot of firmness. When you have people around you or your own bad habits that need to change, it's not very compassionate to just keep enabling those people or enabling yourself to engage in the same self-destructive things over and over again. So coming from a place of compassion can mean being very, very firm. It can mean making very difficult choices of how to engage with somebody and how to talk with them to try to wake them up out of their own problematic patterns, or even having very, very firm discussions with yourself about the things that you need to change. Sometimes being compassionate with yourself means giving yourself a huge kick in the ass and saying, I'm no longer going to keep doing this. I'm going to make the changes. I'm going to take the time to sit down and envision what I really want out of my life. It's not very compassionate to yourself to allow yourself to stay in the same patterns over and over again. Often the most compassionate thing is pushing ourselves to change, pushing ourselves to grow so that we can contribute more to the world around us. And that's where, at some point, the link between rising into our highest selves and helping the world around us, those two things come together, because by becoming your best self, that's how you truly give the most to the world. So try to work on bringing in the values and beliefs and heartfelt, sincere compassion for the suffering of all beings. Try to bring that into your life. But don't make the mistake that means you always have to be soft and cuddly. Spontaneous compassion, which in Buddhism is called bodhicitta, is something that is very spontaneous, and it manifests itself in different ways at different times. Truly being compassionate is about being authentic for what is required in this very moment for yourself and for the people around you. Sometimes that's sweet and soft, sometimes that's very hard. But whatever it is, as long as you're coming from a genuine, heartfelt place of love and compassion for yourself and all beings, then you know that even when you have to be really, really firm, that you're doing it for the right reasons. I hope that's helpful. Send me a message if you need help. Many blessings.